So that's where the investments have all been. As I said, it's just getting the balance right. Sometimes I think coaches have too many staff, and that's not always healthy. If you look at the AFL clubs and that, they've got huge staff numbers involved. And when I started in 1988 at the Broncos, I was Brian Cannon and myself. One of the last meetings at the Broncos before I left, we had a meeting. There was 13 staff sitting at the table. So
plenty of opinions.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that too. Back when I started, it would have been me and the trainer, and we both had jobs. We were actually part-time coaches, I went to America and I saw a system where you had head coach, and the head coach didn't do a lot of coaching. The assistants ran the coaching program. I even see that filtering into NRL clubs now. A lot of assistant coaches, and they're the ones that are actually having the interaction with the player, and the head coach sits above them. I'm not sure that I'm a fan of that. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, they want the main man. Players need the main man in their football.
Well, when I came here last year, I didn't bring an assistant coach with me, because when I came to St George, because I wanted to make sure that the only message they were getting was from me. And I think that's how important that role is. Like you, I'd been to America, I'd been to England, I'd been to soccer clubs, I'd seen the football managers in the English soccer, and I was amazed at the fact that their lack of interaction with their players. And so I'd made a decision a long time ago that wasn't going to be the way that I wanted to coach.
Your team looks like it's built on old-fashioned values in that the players really respect each other, they do play for each other, and whether you like to admit it or not, I think they play for your approval. I can see that. Like when I played for my club and I played for my teammates and I played for my coach, all right? Does that make you proud to know that they play for you, that they seek your approval?
Well, it's not something you ever discuss, and you never ask them to play for you, but you always hope that's part of the reason.
That's the reward for you, isn't it?
That's right. That's the part you always hope that's happening, because you're doing it for them, and you hope in return that they're given back. And this team here has. There's no doubt about that.
The other thing I like about your team is you've got some blokes there that would have played in any era. They would have played in the 60s, 70s, 80s. You've got fellas like Michael Wayman and Costigan and Bo Scott. To me, they look like warriors, and Dean Young, they're just warrior players. They're just blokes that want to turn up and use their body every week and play with that physical passion. There's not a lot of science to what they do, but it seems to drive the character of your team. Those players are important to me.
Yeah, they are. Well, Michael's been a wonderful success here, and he's a wonderful person, but he just likes it simple. I mean, he's doing an engineering degree at university at the moment, but when it comes to playing football, he doesn't want to complicate. Job that he knows with most benefit to the team and help the rest of his teammates get where they want to go. And he does it, with great passion and care for his teammates, because that's what he does every week. He does all those tough, hard runs, prepared to take all that. Costigan's just been great since I moved him into the ruck area there. He's just taken everybody on. And again, that's Neville. Neville just plays for his teammates, and he hates letting people down. Pretty simple stuff for those guys.
2 games to go. You've been down this road many, many times before. How do you describe your emotions at this time of year in this situation now?
Today, pretty good.
Good. I mean, calm, relaxed, excited?
Oh, I'm excited.
Nervous?
Yeah, you're nervous. You're all of those things. But, it's no good being nervous today. It's too far away. That's just going to chew up a lot of energy you don't need to waste. So, but as it gets closer to the game, that'll all pick up. But right now it's just calculating, knowing what's got to be done, just making sure the players are relaxed and enjoying their week and enjoying what's in front of them, because that's what the hell you do it for. It's too hard if you don't enjoy what you're doing here. Yeah,
high expectation from this fan base you've got. It's a huge brand.
Yeah, but it's not my. I can't. I don't carry their expectation. I've got an expectation of that team over there, and if we live up to that, we'll be fine. But I'm not going to carry everybody else's expectation around or put it on the team.
So no trick shots for the rest of the finals, just business as usual?
Well, that's what we do well. That's the key to us. If we can get out there and do what we do well, that gives us our best chance. If we try to be too smart, complicate things, too much emphasis on things that aren't really relevant at the end of the day, it's not going to help us. So I've got to keep that balance and not read too much into situations and make sure that I'm driving that for them.
All right. I heard I went to the Roosters Hall of Fame function a few weeks ago, and there was an award to Jack Gibson, who you had spent a lot of time with. And one of his ex-players, Ron Coote, got up to make a talk about him. He told the story how they were playing a team one day they were supposed to beat easily, but when they came in at half-time they were losing. And the players sat down in 2 rows, and Jack walked up and down between the 2 rows, didn't say anything, and he looked at him, and then he walked up and down again, and he looked at him and he said, "Well, I don't know what you're doing wrong. So I just know you don't need a break." And he sent him back out onto the field 10 minutes early for the half-time. And in that there is an honesty and a simplicity that sometimes players warm to, that you can't make it up at the time.
Yeah, that's a great call, Phil. And, you know, Jack was the master of all that, had a great feel for that. And coaching is about feel. It's about, you know, as you said, when you know the words aren't going to make a difference. The only thing that'll make a difference are the actions. And that's, as a coach, that's the times you've got to pull back because you know the words are being wasted.
It's a great interview, Gus, and the best is yet to come too, because the second part of this interview is more about people than it is about football, and I reckon it's the first time that he's ever shown the public who the man really is. Bruni, with your newspaper hat on, are you surprised how comfortable the two of them are?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a bit more feisty, but I can't believe you've never spoken.
No.
How could you have gone through that long coaching against each other and not had, like, one yak in a car park or something?
He lives in Brisbane, I live in Sydney. You know, it's not like the old days where all the teams were in Sydney and you used to go and play at a ground and then go back to their club and have a beer with them, you know. You don't get the interaction anymore.
So everyone's got to disappear straight after the game.
Yeah, you're off, you're on a plane, you've got to go and do this, and
the
away you go and do all that.
But just a hello, that's it. I just
hello,
can't believe
thanks for the game. Well done. See you later.
He's old school, isn't he, Ray?
Yeah, I've had a funny relationship with him. I was pretty good friends with him after the death of Peter Jackson because Jacko said to me, "You should get on with this bloke, he's a good bloke." And people he likes and loves, like Ron Massey and Gibson, I love Massey. I think Massey's a great man, and I loved Jack Gibson, and it's very emotional to see him on TV there. But it's a great interview, and the thing that I got out of that was, it hasn't changed since '85. Commitment to each other, ball control and defence.
Yeah.
And that's the same in 1985 as it is in 2010 and 2011.
That's why he won't change this week.
Yep,
exactly. It'll all be the same.
No, it could have the same
Good
result
interview.
too. He's been very, very successful. Second part of that interview coming up. But next, our segment after the break will be Good Call, Bad Call. Our panel making their call on the burning issues in the game. And what a game it is. Cast your mind back just to last weekend. What theatrics we've seen.
Roosters crowd dominating the figures here tonight. The West Tigers. Oh, good tackle. Marshall's got the ball, throws the flick, high to the score. Up another. Benji Marshall, piece of magic. Graham in a sprint on the inside. He finds Pearce. Pearce is away for another. Mitchell Pearce. Gone to Marshall, drifting, and here's Ellis with a predictional try. That's their trademark. Pearce, put it through the hands. Kenny Dow, beautifully executed. And scoring his parents. They've found to Kiri down the left side. He's gone for everything. He's turned on the four jets. He's away. He will score. Lottie to Kiri, and he scores under the dock. They use the football through the hand. And Minigella. So the Roosters go to the preliminary final.
You're watching Mad Monday. Good Call, Bad Call is the name of this segment. You know how it works, gentlemen. Series of questions, 30 seconds maximum for your answer, please. TC, Tony Chalmers, our floor manager, is the timekeeper. Ring that bell. Don't be afraid to ring it loud and long,
He's been here for
TC.
a long time, Tony. He was here the last time I was here. That was a
He's
long
not only our
time ago.
timekeeper, he's father time.
Did he ring the bell on you last time?
Someone else rang the bell on me.
15 years or something, wasn't it?
You can see how this is going to be.
I got the DCB. Don't come back.
Right, you can see how this is going to be.
But I'm back.
Everyone gets one time out, Ray. One.
Why are you explaining to me? What about Gus? He'll need it.
Because I know that I'm keeping an eye on you. And all right, now,
Okay.
let's start with you at the end there, Bruni. Canberra should have kept Todd Carney and rehabilitated him rather than sacking him. Good call, bad call?
Bad call. He's rehabilitated because they punted him. If they gave him chance after chance up there in Canberra, he never would have fixed himself up. The fact that he had to go to Innisfail, play park footy, the Roosters, good luck to them, bad luck for Canberra, but he wouldn't have been the player he was today if they didn't punt him.